What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some news. Shiba Inu has a bigger market cap than Deutsche Bank. We're going to take a look at the Bitcoin charts. Is the Bitcoin bull run over? And how low will Hex go? Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into it.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my check looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. Two really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart. Bitcoin has a nice sell-off. As you know, we trade the 21 exponential moving average, and if you could see, when we are in an uptrend, it touches the 21 very well. And right here, we diverged from the 21 so much, and I said we needed to cool down, and it has cooled down. Not only has it touched the Fibonacci pivot, but it also corresponds with the 21. This is a high probability buy. It doesn't look like much right now, but we should bounce here. If we do not, and we will probably fall down to 53,000 on the daily chart. Now, if this thing comes down here, hits this pivot, bounces, rejects this 21 and goes down, we will be in a daily downtrend. But until that happens, you have to go with the trend. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. We just set new all-time highs. It's likely we're going to continue to pump. I learned charting about 4 or 5 years ago, and I took a ton of courses, and I've done very well. I mean, I'm still here. And do you know how easy it would be for me to just toe the narrative of the Hex community and just shill this thing and get a retweet from Richard Hart and get like 1,000 subs? Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just reading you what the chart is, and the chart is bearish. You can hate me if you want, but and I don't care what the Hex community says about me. I've always been a lone wolf anyway. I'm always just going to keep it real. Let's take a look at Hex. Hex is in a confirmed daily downtrend, just like this. This is what I'm talking about. As you can see, we broke down, huge impulse down, rejected. You can see we rejected here, massive impulse down, got support on this pivot at 21 cents, popped up, but not strong enough to hit the 21 or get above it. Second attempt rejected, and this is what happens. We are on a new low. We have taken out this candle, and I'm thinking that our next stop is about 21 cents. And looking at macro here, as you can see, let's look at the 4-hour chart. I wanted to show you something here, right here. As you can see, there's this massive, huge bounce right here, and it gave most of it back. Then it popped up. Then it gave all of it back. Okay, so that's what shitcoins do when they are in free fall. It gave back all of its gains. It's going. The probabilities are almost certain that it's going down to a new low on this chart. It looks like this has broken. And I think now I'm going to give it a 60% probability that it gives all this back as well. And for it to give this all back, let's take a look back on the daily chart so you understand. It's going to give it all back. I mean, we're going to come down to the point of control on the daily chart, which is around 5 cents. That would retrace all of this, which is basically pulse chain hype. Pulse chain is delayed. People are losing interest. Volume is going down. I think that there's 60% probability that we give it all back and see the point of control at 5 cents. Otherwise, the next place to buy right here, you could give it a shot at 21 cents and hope that there's some sort of double bottom, but the probabilities will not be with you. And the next stop will be around 10 cents. Ethereum consolidating up here. Let's take a closer look. I got to remember to zoom in. It did break down, but it's not even touching the 21. Ethereum is so strong. I think Ethereum new all-time highs are soon. Don't get shooken out. This is still bullish. We are bullish. We are in a daily uptrend on Ethereum. It's all go. Bitcoin dominance chart looks like it is cooling off a little bit, and look at this. And it's funny because people say you can't chart Bitcoin dominance, but look, this is the 200 exponential moving average. Now, you know, we follow the white line, that's the 21. Well, this is the second most important line, depending on the situation. And look, it did reject there. And Bitcoin dominance had a nice little run. It is rejecting. And could that be correlated or causating this Bitcoin dump? That's possible. It looks very head and shoulders-y here. Let's take a look at the volume signature. Bitcoin on the daily chart. Head and shoulders would be high volume on the shoulder, low volume on the head, and then high volume on the back shoulder. I would say this is not a head and shoulders. The volume signature does not confirm it, but it is a bearish pattern. M patterns are M for murder, and W patterns are W for win. It's a bearish pattern, but this is not a head and shoulders. Let's jump into the news. Tesla may accept Bitcoin again. It believes in its long-term potential. In their last earnings report that they filed, they had not sold any Bitcoin, and they are talking about restarting the ability to buy Tesla with Bitcoin. Now, they did sell about 50 cars with Bitcoin before they canceled it. Some people say it's because of China. They were building a factory in China at the time, and now they're talking about restarting it, which is good for me because I have a Tesla Model S Performance right now, but I am going to get a Cybertruck. I did order it, so if I could buy it with some Bitcoin, I'm cool with that. Look out, guys. There's a new nominee for the CFTC chair. It's Biden's guy, and he was huge into like climate change and all this other stuff, and now he's going to be the head of the CFTC. He's on the floor getting confirmed today, and a committee chair, Debbie Stenbaugh, clearly focused her questions on Benham's plans on the cryptocurrency market. Benham pointed to a number of recent enforcement actions that the CFTC had undertaken, including the recent fines against Tether and BitMEX. He says, "We have been one of the few cops on the beat because of limited statutory authority." He further said, "This is the top of the iceberg." As of yesterday, the total size of the digital asset market was 2.7 trillion, and of those 2.7 trillion, nearly 60% were commodities. He wants to be the primary cop on the beat. Here we go. Politicians are just salivating at all this new money, and they cannot wait to launch a bunch of lawsuits so they can get their piece of the crypto pie. LocalBitcoins P2P exchange launches a mobile app for Android. The peer-to-peer cryptocurrency marketplace LocalBitcoins has announced the launch of a new mobile application for its global user base. The software is designed for running on Android. The app has been released in response of a growing number of mobile traders. Just in case you've never heard about this, this is where you can meet people offline and just trade peer-to-peer instead of using an on-ramp and off-ramp like Coinbase and having KYC and stuff like that. So you can actually use crypto the way it was intended to be used, peer-to-peer. This is a great thing for personal freedom. I think you should definitely look at this. And in some countries, you might actually need it. Who knows what the government's going to do next? So I would definitely take a look at this. I'm not condoning cheating on your taxes or having dark wallets, but this is definitely a must-have, or at least be familiar with. Anyways, guys, that's about it here. I have to keep this thing under 10 minutes so people will actually click it because I'm so new. But if you made it this far, please throw me a like and a sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.